Check the scores before you come with your reckless talk.
Go check that.
Sending call and banter my team and we banter yours. For the win, taking no L's, we don't do draws. Don't press pause, keep your ears peeled when TezTalks.
Yes, people, back again in the building. Lads, how we feeling? Talk to them.
All right, Rasta. Feeling good over here, man.
Yeah.
Still top of the league, you get me?
See, that's why I said that.
Still top of the league.
That's why I said that. I was setting him up. I thought he was just going to jump in there straight away. Is it?
Man.
Go on,
Can't go wrong,
man. How you feeling? You think
7 games in, 6 wins. Can't go wrong.
You wish it was 7 wins, don't you?
Yeah, but what can you do, bro? You can't ask for much more.
We didn't ask for comments from the producer. We didn't.
Get me? We're still moving in silence. You get me? As I said.
Nah, you're not moving in silence, though.
Silence,
You're not.
bro.
You're not. It's not
It's
silent,
not
bro.
real
Because
silence.
I'm seeing your fan base do silly shit like compare Sabila to Sancho and that. So you're not moving in silence.
Who's comparing Saliba to Sancho?
Your fans.
How?
Your fans. Your fans.
How is
Arsenal
as in what,
football
though?
Twitter are comparing Saliba's stats to Sancho, bro. So you're not moving in silence. You are part of that collective.
I'm not. I'm my own person,
You're
bro.
part of that collective.
You get me? Cause you don't want me to start talking about Man U fans and then adding you to them. You're the worst. You're the worst.
It happens.
You're the worst.
Things that I have to deal with. How's your weekend been, though, Capo?
Chilling, decent, can't go wrong. Apart from a few Arsenal fans, you know what I mean? Getting on to man. So
who would you have played this weekend? Leeds.
Yeah, Leeds.
Yeah. That would have been 3
Would have
points.
smoked them.
You know, I can't lie, yeah. In terms of United, I'm just like, we're in a good place right now. And the Premier League just fucked up the momentum, blood. Like, I'll be honest, bro. Like, we raw in a good
I feel
place.
like there was good traction this year still. I feel like, even for us in general, I like to talk about, a lot going on. And then boom, no more games for a while.
You get me? Like, they just mashed up the team.
International
Killed the
break
whole
as well.
flow.
It makes it even worse.
It's just...
But
I'm glad Arsenal got their game in. Because you know what? Trust me, it's horrible coming off a loss and then international break, bro. The whole international break, you're just thinking about your last game. You get me?
Yeah.
And when it's
true,
an L, but
It's a
yeah,
good
man,
job.
our game was on. Brentford got quick 3-0. Get me? Brentford's not an easy game away, you know, ain't it?
they know.
You know, they know.
Well, when you gonna play? When you playing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer teams, then that's what's gonna happen. You have to play your team. You get me? And I hope, boss man, you've learnt your mistakes. Don't play Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's teams. You understand? You play your team, and then you see results. But before we get onto this week's show, obviously we got a lot to talk about this week. Some real. I'm just gonna be real. Some personal. I've taken this quite personal. Some of the topics that we've got to talk about, and then we've all got like this Gareth Southgate guy. We've got so much things to talk about. But like I said, before we get into the show, we got to shout out the sponsors, man. Sip Shack, as you can see, the new grape flavor there.
Yeah, man.
Respect. See the great flavor day after. Sky
Fire
Juice,
as well, you know,
the
trust
baddest, I ain't even gonna lie, it's raw, the baddest grape flavored Sky Juice going right
Sweet
now, you
ass.
get me? And you see this one here? You see this one here? This
Sweetie.
Not even true saying man sponsoring the video, but it's actually
Just be slap
very
that one in
nice
the
drink.
freezer for a
No
couple
cap.
hours, bro.
You get me?
Proper taste,
Let it get a
so.
little slushy, you know.
Yo,
And you see
brazy.
this one? This one here,
Brazy.
it's for all ages, everybody.
Yeah, man.
No age
No
restrictions
alcohol.
on this one.
Don't
you
get the
me?
picnic before bed, though, man.
You understand? And then, Capo, can you pass me that one there? And then you see this one here. You see what you need to look at. You see, look
only.
at more juice in your system.
Look at date night vibe.
You see
Date
this
night.
one here.
Yo, lads.
Trust
man,
me.
them.
Wait, come
Sick tan strength, man.
Rum
To the
shot,
legs,
great
tan
flavor.
strength.
Like I told you before, go on the website,
That's it. Have niggas
sipshack.com.
charged up.
Yeah, man. Get your crates in,
You
man.
get me? Get the crates in. Great flavor rum, great flavor Sky Juice. You can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong, man.
I think so. But yeah, on to the show. And as I always tell you guys, my favorite part of the show. It wouldn't be right if we don't have this element of the show.
It's game over once we get this
Jingle.
the jingle for tweet of the week, you know.
Yeah, it's coming. It's
game
coming.
over, bro.
It's coming.
Tweet of the week.
You know, but yeah.
Tweet
of the week.
Not down to a science yet, but you know, jingle coming soon, man.
Yeah, man. Soon, man.
But Keems, read the first tweet, man. And
Okay.
wait. Before you get into this tweet, I'm just gonna tell you it's gonna get real personal. Keems, take it away.
So, the first tweet comes from the Madrid Zone. It's a quote from Pedro Bravo, the President Association of Spanish Agents. And he goes on to say, Vinicius will have to respect opponents. If you want to dance, go back to the SAMBA drone in Brazil. In Spain, you have to respect rivals and stop playing the monkey.
What did he mean by that?
Taking the piss,
What did he mean by that?
Taking the piss?
What is he on about? Like,
Man says
How
stop
is this-
playing the monkey, you know.
like, how is this? How is like no authorities picked up on this and like looked into this? Like, how do you even get away with saying something like this? Like, fair enough.
Fans. Sorry, go on.
Like, fair enough. He's gonna have to defend his corner. There's no defense, but it's a black player. It's a black player you're referring to, and you're using slurs like monkey. What are you gonna say? It was coincidence? Nah.
One of
fuck
the
off
stars
out
of the league right now as well.
This is what I'm
That's the worst
saying.
thing.
Like, you can't like take the dancing away from it. Take the dancing away from it, and just put that to one side for a minute. You can't get away with saying things like that. Not if put it this way. You've got
Doesn't matter who the
Cavani.
black person
You
is
get me?
in
Like, it
question.
doesn't matter. Like,
Could be me you was talking to, bro.
Like,
can't run.
I'll use this example. Cavani made a slur and he was showing affection to a coloured black man, and he got done for it. He is not even showing no affection or no respect. He's slandering a
Just
fellow
straight
black
said
man,
monkey.
and he's using slurs like that. Like, that's taking a piss, man. You can't get away with that. Like, he should be stripped. If the authorities and all this Black Lives Matter in football and then no to racism and all these things exist, he shouldn't be in his post. He should not be in his post no longer. You can't get away with saying things like that.
But you got to remember, this isn't England. We're in England, but they're not in England. You get me? So things that are normal to them in their country, in their culture, they can get away with saying. You get me? In England, like say someone on the FA or something said that, they're sacked in the morning. You get me? In their country, they're gonna get away with that stuff.
So why ain't UEFA getting involved? Because UEFA be out here screaming no to racism and things like this, and that's Madrid. Like, we all know where Madrid is, and if you don't, Madrid is in Spain. Spain is part of Europe. UEFA is part of Europe. It's the governing body for football in Europe, so they should be all over that. Not saying they're gonna tell him he needs to get his job, but lose his job, but some sanctions need to be there, bro.
UEFA. Like, look how much history there's been with racism in European competition. Look at remember Rangers against who did they play that time?
Oh, when Gerrard was moving mad, yeah. Was it Kamara?
Kamara,
Yeah,
Glenn
yeah.
Kamara got racially abused. My man got a match ban. You know he served the match ban for that. Kamara, fam.
For violent conduct or something.
He got a match ban for that as well.
Yeah, because they were saying something
their
like...
approach towards it is, trust me.
But they was alright then.
And even the punishments they give, then they're not nothing like they're not weighty. They
under
don't
the
hold
rug.
no weight. It's just a little
It's just
slap on
shit.
the wrist.
It's just shit. It's really just shit.
They're only doing any little punishment because they might look bad if they
Yeah.
don't. You get me?
But like with the Kamara one, then it was on the pitch when it happened. So they was basically saying, "Yo, we can neither confirm nor deny that what was said, regardless of whatever." My man has been quoted. Like, the quotes are there in black and white.
Yeah.
Every single newspaper, he has said this out of his own mouth, and he ain't hiding it. They need to just. You can't get away with saying something like that. Like, forget the reasons behind it. There should be no reasons for racism at all. And we on this channel, we don't condone that behavior. But, like, you can't... That's a dickhead thing.
But if you think about it, if you strip it back, yeah, strip it
It's
back,
just a dickhead thing.
strip it back
Dickhead
without
thing.
the racist comments. These man are basically saying man can't celebrate, bro. Man can't celebrate scoring a goal.
Oh, you mean in general?
Yeah, fam.
Yeah,
A man's
taking the piss.
dancing,
Yeah, you're taking the piss.
celebrating,
You're taking the piss.
and man is saying What kind of fuck is that, bruv?
Producer said it the other day, fam. Peter
Man,
Crouch was
are
dancing
basically
for like 12 years,
taking
bro.
the fun out of the game.
Okay.
I remember Neymar got booked one time for doing a rainbow flick. Do you remember that? Neymar got booked for doing a
Unnecessary.
rainbow flick and saying the ref said it's mocking defenders, it's being disrespectful. Like, what the fuck, bruv?
All right, let me ask you. Okay, I think it is best we move away from the racism in regards to it because you see, I'm just getting mad heated. So let's go on to what it is about and the whole the celebrating thing. All right, let me ask you, Capo. Do you think there's such thing as a respectful celebration, or should a celebration just be a celebration?
Bro, like, don't run up to the Ups fans and put your middle finger up and say, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's
obviously not.
there's
You get
levels
me? Like,
to it.
there's an obvious line, but you see a man expressing his joy
Yeah,
towards scoring
that's
a goal for his
expression.
team, fam.
That's
I've been
not-
doing that since the start of football.
There's
What
one-
the hell are you on about, bro? That is dancing.
There's a difference between expressing yourself and taunting the
get me?
fans.
Like, what the
you get
hell,
me?
bro?
And Vinicius dancing is not taunting the fans. That's especially the samba dance. How many years that's been going on? Brazilians dancing like that.
man
Since
know this, man.
Ronaldinho
Man know
and all
this.
them, man. Rubinho and that. Doing them
I
dances.
know this. It's
get
part,
me?
it's part of the reason the move
Man, I'm
the
just
way
trying
they
to
do, man.
suck all the
Samba's
fun
in
out of
there.
football, bro.
Like, furthermore, if you want to take away from racism as well, bro, Samba's in there. Like, that's like a big part of their life, you know, in Brazil, because that's their traditions and that's their, you get me? That's their culture,
Yeah,
fam.
bro.
Who are we to take away their culture, bro? If he wants to dance and do samba,
Man, ain't saying
what
nothing when
he's seen
Crouch is
whole
doing
life.
his robot, you know,
All right,
bro.
then, like,
When Crouch is doing his dead stiff robot, no
Man,
one's
man
saying
ain't
nothing.
nothing, bro. But
You
as soon
get
as a
me?
man shows a little sauce, a little spice to his dancing, a
Yeah,
little
bro.
samba and that, it's a problem. That don't make no sense, bro. If a man wants to celebrate, however he wants to celebrate, especially if it's not disrespecting the fans, let him do what the hell he wants to do, bro. And especially don't be like giving him racial slurs because of it, fam.
Yeah,
It's not
preach,
on, bro.
preach facts. Like I don't see how a dance can be seen as disrespectful. Maybe if the dance incorporated disrespectful gestures, then safe. But like the co-hosts have said, like yo, samba is part of the man's culture, bro. Like you can't taking samba away from a Brazilian is like
Taking away his culture, bro.
it's like taking a Sunday roast from an English person. Like, come on, bro. It's just like you get me.
No gravy.
No,
you get me?
no English breakfast. No
Like,
English,
come on, man.
all of
Like,
that,
like,
fam.
come on, man. It's
Second
just don't
bangers
do
and
that.
mash away from the people. You
Get me? You don't hear tourists going to Madrid or Spain and
It's an
complaining
English dance, the cup
about
of tea thing.
tapas.
Take that away from them.
Like,
Come on, man,
you
it's
get
better.
me?
Like,
Like,
you know what's mad as well? It says in Spain you have to respect the rivals. You see how you see them rival games, them derby matches in Spain. They're some of the worst games
Horrid.
Yeah.
of Acebo.
Horrid.
Yeah.
Man are getting
Horrid.
double 2-footed tackled, all of that stuff, them derbies, bro. Madrid, Barcelona, that's been one of the worst games for violence.
What's the name of this?
Violence,
Ramos
bro?
has caught bodies in them
You
games.
get me,
there,
bro?
fam.
Like,
That
where's
man are
the-
talking about respect your
You get me?
rivals. Them
Come
man don't
on,
show
man.
no respect.
Look at how many
But
times.
man's doing a little dance and now they want to chat shit.
Yeah, man. Like, allow it.
Ain't UEFA like? Where's their headquarters from? Ain't that in Spain as well, fam?
Oh man,
It wouldn't surprise me.
Or, I
It-
swear it's in Spain, you know.
wouldn't.
Even if it's not though. Another thing is UEFA themselves, like they talk about, like, you see when it's got anything to do with money and teams going outside flipping financial fair play and all these things, they're stepping rapid, you know.
Yeah.
And talk about putting all
Unless-
these sanctions on man and this and that.
Unless it's
So
got
when it
something
comes
to do with
racism,
Barcelona.
fam, so when it comes to do with racism, that shit, I don't even think they give it any kind of like aware, like they're not aware to it at all.
That's
It
another
goes
thing I wanted
around
to
it
say.
and goes to, like,
That's another
other
thing I wanted
people
to
do
say.
with it, like, it's
Remember
mad.
when Griezmann was banging off and doing all them TikTok, them Fortnite dances
Fortnite
and
dances
that?
and that,
Man have nothing to say, bro.
Guns and that.
Nothing to say. Man's doing the L, you know. Take the L dance.
That's disrespectful.
That's disrespectful, fam.
In case you didn't know, man do that online as a disrespect when they've like killed you on a
That's
game or
full on
something.
mocking.
You can do that, but a man
Take
can't
the L.
dance and express joy. That is
And-
crazy, fam. That is crazy, bro.
Double standards, innit?
UEFA, sort it out. You can't be picking and choosing what's okay and what's not okay, especially when it comes to racism. There's so much of it in the world, not even in the world, in your company right now, fam. It's a joke, bro. I don't understand, fam. Sort it out, like.
Bro, they're just ruining it. The game's
Stop
just
picking and
coming to-
choosing.
I don't like
If
the
it
game's
was a
coming
black man
to-
saying something about a white man, fam, you can guarantee he's probably not even with the team anymore.
See,
bro.
growing up, man was score goal. Man are ripping off their shirts and everything. You know, you can't take his shirt off now, bro.
There's nothing
Can't
wrong with
take his shirt off.
You wait for man, pattern up, man. You wait for pattern up, man.
Who knows in 10 years' time, bro? Man can't even celebrate a goal.
Man gotta start like.
He's got to get the ball out the net, pull it back on the spot.
Facts.
I'll start watching
No
football.
more knee slides.
I'll start
You get
watching
me?
football.
That's what's
Doing
next,
something
fam.
about it, fam.
No
because
more knee
sooner or later,
slides.
fam, all the black players and that, they're just gonna turn around and say, "Fuck it, then, innit? Do my thing." Like, what do you mean, fam? Flipping, what's his name? Balotelli's already threatened to do that as it is, fam. Start up a next football association in Africa and that. They man might as well do it the way they get treated, fam.
It makes sense. It makes
But
sense.
yo,
And what I will say
Vinicius.
is,
Oh, go on.
what I will say is now you go first,
I was
Carl.
just gonna say, yo, Vinicius, keep
Do your
doing your
thing,
thing, bro.
do your
thing.
Keep doing your
Dance
thing.
on him, dance
Yeah?
on him every time you score. Dance on him, Gabby.
Trust me.
I seen you score for Arsenal the other day and you danced.
Yeah, man.
Because of your brother Vinicius. Yeah, you keep doing your thing as
And
well.
that's what I
fam.
was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
No cap.
Shout out to Jesus, bro. Like you got your goal and you kept the flag. You kept the flag going for your Don,
man.
bro.
got
Not
your
even
goal.
Fly that,
for
man,
your
fly
Don. You
that.
know, for our people. You get me? Like keep it going, bro.
Yeah, man.
No cap.
You get me? But yeah, that was that tweet there. I will. You know what? We don't usually do this because we do have a second tweet to read out for you. But in regards to tweet of the week, because the second tweet leads into what we're gonna talk about, we'll just leave that one there.
TezTalks. Check the scores before you come with your reckless talk.
Go check that.
Sending corn back to my team and we banter yours. For the win, taking no L's, we don't do draws. Don't press pause, keep your ears peeled when TezTalks.